Mercury is the smallest planet in our solar system, and it's 4,876 kilometers in diameter, which is about the size of the United States. Most people think that Mercury is the hottest planet in our solar system because it's the closest planet to the Sun, but it actually isn't, and we'll get to that in the next episode. Its surface temperature can reach up to 450 degrees Celsius during the day, and at night it can get to as low as negative 170 degrees Celsius. That's 3 times colder than the coldest place on Earth. Some craters near the poles never receive any sunlight and are frozen and actually have ice. The planet's gravity is so weak that if you weighed 150 pounds here on Earth, you would only weigh 57 pounds on Mercury. Its orbit stretches into a shape of an oval. During its aphelion, Mercury is 70 million kilometers away from the Sun, but at its perihelion, it sits at only 46 million kilometers. It takes Mercury 88 Earth days to complete one orbit around the Sun, but it spins so slowly that one day on Mercury is equivalent to 176 Earth days. So, for 6 months here on Earth, one side of Mercury is scorching hot and is facing the Sun, and the other side is cold and dark. It's also the most heavily cratered planet in our solar system and has the biggest man-made crater in space. In 2014, after 6 years of orbiting Mercury, the space probe Messenger ran out of fuel and crashed into Mercury, leaving a crater that's over 50 feet wide. That's almost the size of 3 cars. One of the largest non-man-made craters in the solar system is called the Caloris Basin, and it's about 1,450 kilometers in diameter. Scientists calculated that the asteroid that caused its impact was over 100 kilometers in diameter and affected seismic waves throughout the planet, making pre-existing craters become irregular hills at the opposite side of Mercury. It has the most temperature fluctuations in our solar system, which also tells us that the orbit doesn't just loop. As it revolves around the Sun, Mercury's path shifts and follows a daisy pattern for over thousands of years. Earlier, scientists thought that it wouldn't be possible for Mercury to have an atmosphere. But between 1974 and 1975, Mariner 10 flew past the planet and discovered that it has a thin atmosphere made up of oxygen, helium, hydrogen, sodium, potassium, and calcium. They also discovered that Mercury has a sodium tail, so if you're looking at it from the side, it kind of looks like a comet. Atoms that are made of sodium are pushed off by the Sun's intense radiation. This tail is about 40,000 kilometers long and has also been seen with Earth-based telescopes. Sodium tails are cool, but sometimes Mercury passes between the Earth and the Sun, and we can see the tiny planet move slowly across the Sun. This is known as a transit, and it usually occurs in May or November once every 7 years. The last transit was in May 9, 2016, so keep a lookout for the next one in 2023.